So here with Council President Charles Pugh, and you're here on the Infinity Yacht with us for the Transformation Detroit media briefing.
I brought my own band.
And excellent choice. What made you decide to come out to this event in particular?
You know, it's interesting. I had a choice of whether I would go to an evening community council meeting tonight or I would come here. And I felt that being here to talk to the local media, to talk to international media about the good things about Detroit, about misconceptions about our city, about all of the good things that are going on to deal with our challenges. I mean, you know, as we redesign our school system, as we redesign our city, as we look at the fact that we have revenues that are on the decline and costs that are on the incline or increase, you know, you have to redesign. You have to take a real serious hard look at what can you afford. Well, how do we innovate? How do we? There's so many amazing things that are going on in the city in terms of just how we collaborate with public-private partnerships, some innovative things that our neighborhoods are doing, the unprecedented input of our foundations.
Well, and that was something that was talked about a little bit from the chamber last night, is they see more of a value in that partnership role again. They really want to see the regional collaboration. How is that embrace from the business community been in terms of working with City Council and being able to help move that agenda forward?
Well, when you have Blue Cross moving down thousands of their workers, when you have Dan Gilbert buying up a dozen buildings, you know, when you have you know, other commitments from CompuWare and they're taking over vacant lots in downtown Detroit and turning them into parks, when you have a group of private business investors who want to invest $100 million in a light rail system. This is unprecedented cooperation and input from the business community. And I haven't even talked about the investment that our foundations are making.
Yeah.
And so with those together, with our business community stepping up and saying that they know the city can't, Dan Gilbert knows the city can't buy all those buildings and attract all those businesses that he's trying to attract and that he is attracting. You know, they've created a Detroit Venture Capital Fund where they're now trying to grow and plant seeds of economic development where we are hiring people and attracting new industries and attracting new companies into the city. So, you know, I say go for it. I say more power to our business community. We want more involvement from them. I say more power to our foundation community. We need them. And our citizens are stepping up. You have, you know, projects that are going on in neighborhoods that are reshaping our city as we see it. You know, before the Detroit Work Project kicks in, we've got neighborhoods that are doing it themselves.
Well, in terms of that and the work that's been done, there are obvious challenges for the city with budget deficits, with structural challenges to balancing that budget. Yeah, it's how important is it for the community as a whole then to step up? I mean, it's obviously a different look from council, a different look from the business community. But what about those citizen groups? What can they do to really get involved?
Well, here's one thing. You know, it has always been a reality that it is the neighborhood's primary responsibility to keep itself safe. And then if for some reason guns and knives are involved or it's a situation that can't be mitigated by citizen intervention, then you call the police. But nosy neighbors, neighborhood watches, citizen patrol groups, associations that can afford to chipping in and hiring, you know, off-duty police officer with our, you know, secondary employment program, or neighborhoods hiring their own security, you know, if they can afford that. But some neighborhoods can afford to patrol themselves. Some neighborhoods can afford to have strong block clubs and neighborhood watch groups where they call when they see a suspicious vehicle. When they realize there's a lot of activity out of this one house, let's all make calls about that house. So we need some more citizen input and participation to say, look, we need to help the city help us. in terms of neighborhood cleanups, organize a neighborhood cleanup. We're very blessed. Another businessman who stepped up with Clean Detroit, and Roger Pitsky. That started at the core little piece of downtown. Now it's emanated to the greater downtown area, all the way up to New Center.
Yes.
But other neighborhoods that are not fortunate enough to have that cleaning crew, nobody's stopping a neighborhood from doing that themselves. So, I say that, just like the business community has stepped up, and the foundation community has stepped up, there are many neighborhood groups who have stepped up as well to, stand in the gap where there are funding issues with the city.
What do you think overall then is calling the event Transformation Detroit? And there's been a lot of attention because of that name. Why do you think, if there is a transformation of Detroit in your mind, why is that? What's making that transformation possible?
We're all ready. I think we've been ready for years. We've been ready for a generation, but didn't know how to get over the racial divide, didn't know how to get over the city-suburban divide, didn't know how to elect folk who didn't disappoint us. And I think we have the convergence of many things. We have a mayor who people trust. We have a city council who people trust. We have a business community that says, enough is enough. Why can't we be more like Chicago or Atlanta or Philadelphia or New York? You have a foundation community that says we've got the resources and we're going to use them because we know we need to fix our schools. And we are finally at a point now where we realize that we've hit rock bottom with the Detroit Public Schools. We have the worst test scores in America. What more do you need to take action and just throw out the old system and start fresh? And we can criticize all day what Roy Roberts is trying to do and what the governor's trying to do to right the ship and stabilize our schools. But guess what? I want to see somebody come up with a better way to do it.
So we're just concluding things with Council President Charles Pugh. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for this opportunity. And I love your camera. It's so high tech. It's so 21st century. I love it.